a very long time since I have done a live chat. I do have a special guest tonight. As you can see, I'm in a hotel, and I'm really excited for you guys to see the special guest. Who do you guys think it is? I'm curious. I can't see the chat. I don't know where the chat is at. Live chat. There it goes. The special guest will be on shortly. But until then, I just thought we'd hang out. I'm in Bend, Oregon somewhere. But we've already done all the things we're gonna do, and we'll be leaving tomorrow, so. But hi, Des Crazy Life. Hi Des, and we haven't heard from you in so long. People are always asking about you, so feel free to update everyone on how you're doing. Hi Debbie. Wow, it's so nice to see everyone. I feel like actually it has been a very long time since I've done a live chat. A very, very long time. Hi, Paul. Let's see. Everyone came out of nowhere. Oh, thank you, Des. I miss you so much. I wish that our paths would cross again soon. Joyanne said hi. Jaylina Ann said hello, everyone. Alexis, you look great. Thank you. Eugene said hi from North Carolina. Rose, hello, Jaylina. You're sweet. Thank you. Simple Life Reclaimed. Hey. So good to see everybody. I can't wait for you guys to. I'm really excited for this live chat. This was something I had been planning all day, but just decided to do it today because why not? Super fun. Maria said, hey, Jaylina, your smile is wonderful. Thank you. Kimmy J just saw this. Yay. Make sure it's locked, like all the doors, because sometimes it doesn't lock. So, our special guest will be back in just a second. She had, I said she. A little hint. She had to run to the van to put our tag on there that says that we actually do have a room here. I'm not in a van trying to stealth camp at the hotel. There is another hotel down the street. Dang, I don't want to say too much because I don't want people to figure out where we're at. That's the thing about live chats, is you can't say too much. Paul Honeyman said your skin is looking great. Thank you so much. Leanne Wilson said, Samantha, I guess you're going to have to wait and see if that's who it is. Marcia said, been watching you for a long while. Rhonda said, hi, I've been loving the videos. Thank you. Donna said, hi, Jaylina. Hi, Donna. Hi, Leanne. Tracy M said, can't wait for your book. I am so excited about the book. I have, if you're on Instagram, I have started a poetry writing Instagram. It's J Wild Poetry on Instagram, if you want to go follow that, if you're even on Instagram. But that's just nothing but my writing, whether it be my book, Wait, hold on. Da 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 da. There's a few people that said Samantha.
I did share on Instagram. I was here. Hello, everyone. I had to run errands because I forgot to put the parking pass in your. They gave it to me. You didn't know this.
No.
And I put it in my bag. And then when I was in there, they were giving someone else a parking pass, and I was like,
Oh yeah.
I have one of those for your vehicle.
We wake up in the morning and the van's gone.
What
happened?
Every time we come to this, or to Bend and stay at this hotel, something tragic happens to us. So, hello.
Paul, the wine is always flowing when Samantha's in town.
I know it seems like that,
But it's really not.
but it's really not. But tonight, yes.
Well-
But it's like a local delicacy. I feel like I didn't actually read the bottle. I actually have no idea. It's a red blend. So I'm glad. You know what? No one asked. I'll find out for you. North by Northwest. That sounds North by Northwest.
That sounds familiar, right?
Yeah, it sounds like South by Southwest, the
Oh,
music
yeah.
festival. That's what I was thinking. Columbia Valley. Where do you suppose Columbia Valley is?
Somewhere in the northwest. I would assume.
Oh, we are in the Northwest. It is a local delicacy. We know a lot about it. So
Obviously.
You're welcome, everyone.
So every time Samantha comes to town, we like to take a trip. I already said that we were going to.
Yes.
And so we came to go eat at Wild Rose because if you know,
Tradition.
you know. Yeah,
Tradition.
we always go to Wild Rose.
Which Jaylena introduced me to Wild Rose.
And Isaac introduced me to Wild Rose.
Blew my mind.
That's
Blew
amazing.
my mind. I don't want to be weird, but I'm putting my. This isn't like a weird thing. It just feels comfortable right now. So,
Long story short, we showed up and it was closed.
long story short, that's a Taylor Swift song. In case you guys didn't know.
In case you guys were wanting to have a Taylor Swift conversation, that's a Taylor Swift song.
Yep. And if you weren't, you're welcome. For anyways.
So we were really sad and we had to go to another restaurant, but the other restaurant was really pleasantly, surprisingly nice.
And when I told the ladies in the lobby that that's where we went, they were like, "Oh, we love it there." So, good reputation.
What kind of food was it?
Peruvian.
It was amazing.
They had pisco sours. We didn't have pisco sours, but if anybody knows, that is a Peruvian drink. When I had a layover in Peru, that is what people drink.
So Samantha and I are thinking about starting a podcast where we just talk about all kinds of stuff.
Yeah.
Your thoughts?
Is there something on my face, or is that on the phone? That's on the phone.
No, if my screen's cracked.
Yes, it is. Okay. I was concerned.
Paul said North by Northwest was a movie with Cary Grant.
Cary Grant. I don't know if I've ever seen a movie with Cary Grant.
I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna turn on the AC a little bit.
It's hot in here.
I am sweating.
It's a movie from the 60s. It's a valley in California.
Should we watch it tonight?
I don't know.
We should watch Legally Blonde. We get
should watch.
inspiration. Okay.
Joanne said, Jaylena, how can I order your book? So I have the bundle. Like, if you want to go watch my last video, I talk about that. You can order that through PayPal, or if you don't want that, once the book is officially published, you can just order it online, and I will post about it. I'll leave links, and it'll be available for purchase just
Very
online.
excited. Oh, someone said a podcast is a great idea. We think so also. Because we have really funny conversations
We do.
in real life.
Right.
Yeah.
The world needs to hear this.
And I feel like we bring out funniness in each other.
I do too.
Yeah.
Our last trip to Bend when we almost died was like such a fun trip.
Yeah.
But it
Dramatic,
was-
but great.
Our conversations were very,
Yeah. Even last night, our conversation. Sometimes, like, our personalities are so different and similar in so many ways, but, like, Jaylena's so chill. And I noticed today that sometimes when I'm talking to you, I'm like, oh my god, this is happening, and how dare, and you're like, and she's just listening while I'm like screaming about these horrible things in the world. Anyway, so that's what it's gonna be like, pretty much.
I'm the calm and you're the storm. The calm before the storm.
That's a good name. I do like our name though, but I'm gonna add that to the list of potential names. No one start a podcast called that.
Unless there's already a podcast called that.
There might be. But
We've been trying to come up with a good podcast name that would represent both of us, but make sense for us talking about all kinds of things, like all topics. It's not going to be like one.
yeah, it's not going to be like van life, bus life necessarily. I mean, that's part of our lives, so that'll definitely be part of it. But
It'd be everything.
pop culture, whatever we feel like. Yeah. All sorts of things. Fun. Okay.
Yeah, you're in charge of comments because
Rebecca said your skin looks amazing. That's for
Thank
sure.
you.
There is a glow to you. I can see the change, and I like you. You look so happy and in love with yourself. Best kind of love is self-love. I agree.
I agree.
Yeah.
100%.
And
And thank you.
your skin does look amazing. And also, you are the happiest I've seen you in a long time. So
I
it
feel
shows.
that.
Yeah. Let's see. Yes, on podcast, Sam and Jay. Oh, that's cute too. Like, just if we can't think of anything clever.
It reminds me of what's that Nickelodeon Cat and Sam?
Oh yeah. What if we were just like cat ladies? That has to exist already.
Probably.
Yeah. Oh, Adam said happy birthday. Thank you. What day is it today? The 26th. My birthday is on the 30th. So, happy birthday to all of my Virgos out there. Was that at J Wild Instagram?
J Wild Poetry is the Instagram for my poetry. But it's not going to just be poetry. It'll be just like my thoughts and just writings and stuff.
But you guys, the poetry is so good.
Marco said, "Where's Ember?" She is with her dad, and we have lots of guests at the house right now. It's a full house at our house. So she is with her dad and also our company that we have.
Yeah.
So she's getting lots of attention.
So much love.
You're like trying to read it.
I know. I'm like, I honestly thought I could do it. Hey Jaylena, it's been a while, but I have been here silently watching. Congrats on the book from Tina P.
Thank you. So I was telling Samantha, I actually have, my book that I'm releasing is the book of poetry, but I actually have like 4, I believe, books in the works of it's going to be nonfiction, but they're not like books of poetry. They're like, I don't know what you would consider those.
Autobiographical, I think, and also self-help. I think
A good mix
along
between
that,
the two,
yeah.
So those, and then I do have a novel idea concept that I've had since high school that I've been really wanting to write, and I think that now that I'm older, I wouldn't write it as like a teen thriller fantasy. I'd do it as an adult thriller.
Yeah, we love adult fantasy.
So.
Simple Life Reclaimed is in the house. Thanks, Paul Honeyman. Yeah, I've heard the idea for the book, and I think it's good. I also want to write a book, but I have not started it. I like my idea too, but it's taken me a while to land on this idea, and I just gotta stick with it and write it. But I gotta finish my van. I'm rebuilding out my van. And then maybe I'll rebuild another one.
I
don't
told
know.
Samantha she should drive her van to Oregon, and I would help her finish it.
I think I'm going to.
It'd be
honestly.
so fun.
Yeah. The hard part is, my mom's dog loves me the most. I'm sorry, Mom, if you're watching this. She loves me the most, and so when I'm home, I'm so attached to this dog now. So it's hard for me, like, when I have days off, I'm like, I gotta go home to the dog. Even though she's not my dog, but she wants to be my dog. But she's so clingy, I could never have her because I could never leave her in the van alone. She'll eat stuff, like tear up the seat, like
do well.
Yeah. And so I'm having a hard time with the idea of like not going home to Minnesota to be with the dog, which is crazy. I mean, it's not crazy, but it's, yeah. Aside from that, I'm with you. Let's see, we're getting support on the podcast idea. Just joined this. Jaylena, hi. Happy birthday to your friend. You got me watching her video. I'm from Minnesota. Live in beautiful Stillwater. Oh my gosh. I love Stillwater. Stillwater is literally my favorite. If there was ever a world that I could afford to buy a house in Stillwater, I would buy it tomorrow. I love Stillwater so much. It is the best. My mom and I go there all the time. The last time I went there, I stayed at that like newer hotel. I forgot the name of it already, but it's not one of the historic ones. And it was super nice. I loved it.
I don't know
Anyways.
what that is. I've never
I
been
know.
there, but
It's
it
so nice.
sounds pretty.
It's like, it's a very Gilmore Girls town, and it's all like antique shops, and there's restaurants, and then it's right on the St. Croix River, and they literally have like a cruise ship. Well, it's not a ship. What would you call it? A riverboat?
Yeah.
Like a riverboat cruise you can take down, but it's all like bed and breakfast. It's literally, you'd be like, I am Lorelai in this town. Like, I love being there. So, I thought I saw Debbie. Debbie, what's up? Love you, Debbie. Oh, Hotel Crosby. That must be what it was. I honestly can't remember, but yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
I was telling
love it.
Samantha that we should not rent, but the last Blockbuster in America is in Bend, Oregon, and you can Airbnb it and
Yeah.
go watch movies. And so I was like, we should do that. Maybe not this time, but like next time. Like we should plan to do that.
Yeah,
It'd be super fun.
so cool. So excited. Marco says, tell us about your book.
It's just a book.
You guys, let me tell you about her book. One time she read me a poem, and it was so freaking good. I almost swore right there, but I forgot your channel is family friendly. It is so good. She is such a good writer, and like, I always knew you were talented, and I knew you were a good writer, but like, when someone tells you they're writing a poetry book, I did not have high expectations. Like, I just didn't, but not because I was like, you're not talented or whatever. I just was like, oh, it's gonna be like silly. It was so good. It was so, I cannot express to you enough. Like, it was so good. It was emotional. I was like, I'm in a Taylor Swift song right now. I'm drowning in the ocean because I feel like I remember it had something to do with the ocean in it. I was in it. I was in those waves. I was crashing down.
A lot of it has like connections to the ocean. Like
Yeah.
even the title is connected to the ocean. So okay, I guess I can elaborate on the book a little bit. So it's two parts. The first part is, you know, love for the first time, being somewhat like adolescent, falling in love for the first time when you don't actually really know what love is, but you think you do because you're a teenager.
I'm
whatever.
pretty sure I'm still in that phase. But
So it's a little bit of that, and then also like my actual like first love for the first time, and it's very vulnerable in that aspect. And so like some of it, I think in the first half, is like, I don't know, some people may not relate to some of that stuff just because I was so young.
Yeah,
But maybe. I
yeah,
don't
but
know.
that's everything, every art.
And some of those poems were written in time. So like when I was going through that as a teenager,
I cannot imagine writing poetry as a teenager.
thinking I'm in love, you
Yeah.
know, and I mean like
Yeah.
late teens, not early teens.
I've never written poetry.
And like in my early 20s and
Yeah,
stuff.
like it's very impressive that
And
you
then
did that.
the second half is, I will say, quite literally like about my marriage. And some of those poems I've written more recently, and that has been kind of like a release and a letting go in a way that I haven't been able to or allowed myself to. And that's been really,
Cathartic.
yes. And
Someone said it's going to be a bestseller. I think it's really good.
I mean, I'm just grateful that anyone wants to read it.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Like, no, I don't think it's a mainstream thing to write and read poetry anymore.
No,
I can't think of any time in my life I've really read poetry. And then Megan Fox released her book. That was a poetry book.
Mm-hmm.
And that was really good. I still haven't finished it, but so it's interesting. And then Taylor Swift's new album is like basically poetry. Like it's interesting how it's really coming back, but it's beautiful. But I just realized I don't know how to write it, so I looked at poetry as like weird because I didn't know how to write it. And so anytime I would ever write poetry, it was goofy. And then when you read it yours, I'm like, it's so good. It's good.
I wrote my first poem in 6th grade, and it was about winter, and it was like about a snowman or something.
Yeah.
And like it was very cheesy. I was 12.
I literally can't even imagine. I want to say when I was a kid, I have like diaries where I was like, I'm gonna be a songwriter, and I like tried to write, like but it was literally so bad.
Well,
nothing I've ever written has been good.
The thing for me with this book is that it is like on so many different levels, so many different phases of my life, and these are feelings that like not a lot of people know or have ever read. So there's literally like you and my friend Jessica and my mom have heard some.
Yeah.
Literally like less than a handful of poems that are in the book, and there's over 100.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And some of them are like people who know me very well will know maybe like what poems are about who, because I would say that there are like 3 to 4 people mentioned in the book, and then there are like a couple poems at the end that are the whole book is about like heartache and sadness, and there's a couple at the end where that shifts. And
I was gonna say you should end it on like a.
It does, and then that, and so the very last poem in the book is kind of a opening to another book that I will be writing. That is more of like a self-help book in like a journey to self-love. So like those 2 last books, I would, if you want, if you can think about it as like I mentioned, like maybe like Isaac and Ember, or one or the other, or both of them together. Like you could interpret that however you would like, but it is kind of in that way. And then the very last poem is like me and just where I'm at now. And so I don't know, it's like I'm bearing my soul for the world in a way I never have before, and I didn't know that I ever would.
Yeah, it's very brave.
It's special and it's terrifying.
I would be afraid to do that.
I am very afraid.
But it's good. I love it when other people do it. It's beautiful. But yeah, it's terrifying because
it is really terrifying.
Yeah. Paul Sherman did a $20 super chat. Said live with 2 beautiful ladies. Thank you, Lord.
Thank
You're
you
welcome.
so much.
No, I'm just kidding.
Paul.
Thanks, Paul. And then someone asked where they can get the book, but do you know that yet?
So right now, it's not officially published yet. I am doing a special bundle exclusive pre-order. So for $35, you can order the book, an exclusive print, and a sticker pack, all together for $35. And that's just a pre-order, and you can buy that via PayPal. So you just send $35 to my PayPal with your shipping address, and then you'll get that bundle.
If you guys think that we should go on a book tour together, I will write one poem that I will read in front of everybody on this book tour. I will write a new poem every single day of the book tour. Just to read. I'm not publishing it. Just to read out the book tour. If you think we should book tour so that you can get your book signed by Jelena, then comment. What should they comment on this live?
book tour.
Book tour! Comment book tour. And if we
Or
get...
comment your city that you'd like us to go to.
Ooh, comment book tour and your city. It's
So
a
if it
commitment.
actually does happen, we could go to the cities who people
Yeah,
come the most.
yeah, because I think Jelena should do a book tour, and I just want to ride on her coattails. And I like to hear myself talk, so I'm gonna read a poem.
You're my publicist.
I will open for you. I will be like, welcome. We're all here for Jelena. However,
We'll be
roses
the
are
publicist.
red. Roses are red. Violets are blue. Jelena is green. So are you. Just imagine that every night. I'll be like Sabrina Carpenter changing the lyrics to nonsense every day. It'll be like that. Just that vibe to Roses Are Red. Anyways, I think that would be a great idea. I think we should book a tour. Van life book tour. Okay, so someone else I wanted to read you because someone left you a nice comment. But I lost it. Hold on, let me find it. Jelena, your storytelling is so good and calming. You should do some YouTube guided meditation.
I've thought about it because I do YouTube guided meditation.
Do you?
I do. Like,
should we do one together? Okay, let's do
no,
one
I'm
right
saying,
now.
Like I
No,
listen to it.
right.
Yeah, I do that.
Let's try one right now. Everybody, close your eyes. Close your eyes and imagine.
Well,
Breathe
because-
in for 4 counts. And as you breathe in,
Mine don't sound like
I don't know what they say.
Mine just talks about like, she's like, hey, breathe, like deep, focus on your breathing. Don't like let go of your thoughts and like, focus on whatever the guided meditation is.
Yeah.
So like if you're doing like a guided meditation to like release anxiety,
Mm-hmm.
you focus on those things, whatever.
I think I could use a guided meditation or 2 in my life.
I like doing Boho Beautiful.
Oh, I follow them. The
Yeah.
yoga.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I do her yoga and I also do her guided meditations.
People are blown away by talented people because they have no idea who you truly are until you show them. And I feel like you have so much talent that you've yet to show for sure.
I feel like I've spent a lot of time catering and building up others that I lose myself
Mm-hmm.
in
I
that.
relate to that.
I
Yeah.
think a lot of women can relate to that.
Yeah. Yes, for sure. My YouTube channel in general was me finally taking back, like my. I don't even know what you would call it, just myself.
I remember when I found Samantha. I found Samantha because of her van tour that went viral a little bit.
Wait, can I just say one thing that only one person has commented book tour?
So we're going to Ohio.
We're going to Cleveland. Yeah, okay, so go on.
And then I like went back and watched some of your old videos, and you were like running up and down the stairs working out.
Because I wanted to be a fitness influencer back then. I couldn't decide if I wanted to be a fitness influencer, a makeup influencer, or what I wanted to do, and then I realized I don't want to have to choose.
And then you became a van lifer.
And then I built my van off camera. Like I just built it like over COVID. Like whatever. The only person who were watching my videos before COVID were my grandma and her friends, I think. I don't know. And then that video did well, and I'm like, I guess I'm a van lifer now.
We got
That's
another
who I am.
Ohio.
Okay, so we're going. Sheila! Sheila, we're coming to Cleveland. We are coming to Cleveland because I love Cleveland, love Machine Gun Kelly, and then I can take you to the 27 Club coffee shop for the pink lattes. Let's send an invite to the book tour to Megan Fox. Maybe she's in Cleveland with Machine Gun Kelly, and she'll be like, I want to support other poets. I feel like this could be a thing. So
She's like, would you like
Come-
to open up for me?
come to the Cleveland book tour. We'll be there. Undisclosed location, undisclosed date at the moment.
TBD.
Have it at the 27 Club. We could. I don't know if it would hold the amount of people that would come out to see us, though, because it would be such a huge event. We might need the football stadium.
I've never been to the 27 Club, but can they handle 4 people?
I
Us?
have been there, and as long as we don't go on a Sunday, they can handle 4 people. On a Sunday, it's quite busy. I'm not sure. Everybody has to wear pink though, because
And it's gotta be on a
theme-
Wednesday then.
Wednesday?
Because on Wednesdays.
We wear pink. That was so good. I can't believe I didn't catch on. You gave me every opportunity. You're like, Wednesdays.
Why?
I'm like, I don't understand. Book tour, Portland, Oregon.
Okay, that's easy.
Done.
Super easy.
Eugene is a good place to start. That's true.
Yeah, fair.
Would someone go though? Did you say that because you'd be there, or because
Because
we
that's
don't want to go to an
I'm
empty place? Let's see. Jaylena to calm and Samantha to wake you up for the guided meditation. LOL, you don't want me closing my eyes when you talk like this.
Aw.
Listen, Paul, you're welcome.
She's like, did I just start a new job?
Wait, Paul, are you saying you like my voice? Thank you so much. Let's see. Columbus, Ohio. I think you're gonna have to come to Cleveland. All the votes are for Cleveland so far. Let's see. Okay, Manassas, Virginia for Paul Sherman. Done. Dawn Butler said, I said book tour.
But
Noted,
where?
Dawn. Mary Chambers said, happy birthday, Samantha. Thank you. Honestly, I forgot. It was. I keep forgetting it's my birthday. I'm not a big birthday celebrator, and normally we go to Descend on Bend on my birthday. Like it starts every year, really, like on the day of my birthday.
This year, Descend is not doing it then.
Right.
It's changed. So we're
How
not.
far is it from here? Do you know? Should I Google it?
I think it's like.
Did anybody hear me slur the word Google like crazy right there? I was like, should I Google it?
No.
I'm sorry if you heard that.
It's like 5 or 6 hours from here.
Seriously?
To Tillamook. Which it's near Tillamook.
I went there once. I've
That's-
been there before. That
It's
was
somewhere
far.
near Tillamook.
Wow, I didn't know that. There's been a few for the book tour you missed, Sam. Okay. We will go back and look at these comments later and find them. Okay, let's see. You can book tour in Natchez, Mississippi, Biloxi, Mississippi, or Fairhope, Alabama has a bookstore that supports independent writers. It's called Page and Palette. I'm screenshotting that. because you need that.
Where's that, Georgia?
Alabama. Let's see. You ladies have a wonderful night, and they spelt it Knight, and I feel like you understand that I live in a fantasy world where a medieval fairy knight is going to find me, and so thank you for manifesting that for me. I love that for us. So they're just saying they love all of our ideas, podcasts and band building.
Here we come.
Yeah, yep. I need to finish my band soon, for sure.
I'm really excited for the idea of us doing a podcast.
Dawn said, Samantha, you need to write your book so you can tour together. Yes, I agree. However, I think my book, so the book I want to write is, without like being so boring and going so much into it, I want to write like a at least 3-book high fantasy series. So there's no way I'm finishing it anytime soon. Like, it is going to be one of those things that is like years in the making. And if it's not good, I will be so upset. I will feel like such a waste of life if it's not good after I'm done. But some of the stuff I've written that I've scrapped, but like, I've written stuff that I've started, like, I've been writing scenes and whatever, and sometimes I go back and read it, and I'm like, this was good. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm a good writer. Like, I can do this. But it's the story, putting together a story is difficult. And I'm refusing to use AI or anything.
Have you ever taken like a writing class?
I'm sure in college, but
well,
I'm 35 now.
And they teach you how to like structure.
Outline.
Yeah.
I've done that. Couldn't tell ya. But I'm like not above, like I listen to a lot of podcasts with authors that I love, and I'm confident I'll do it. The problem is you have to have time to do it. So I'm, for those of you who don't know who I am a flight attendant. So I bought, years ago, back in 2021, I bought a little iPad with a keyboard, and I was like, I'm going to buy this. It was like, I thought I couldn't afford a laptop. So I bought this iPad for $1,500. My freaking laptop cost $1,500. I should have just bought a laptop.
The iPad that I want, so I don't want to cut you off.
Cut me off.
The iPad that I want is $2,000.
Yes, they're so expensive. But I was thinking that laptops were so much more. So I was like, well, I guess all I can afford is this iPad. So I bought a $1,500. Let me tell you something about Apple. They sold me on a Magic Keyboard. It's called the Magic Keyboard. Google it. It's called the Magic Keyboard.
Is it just like a detachable keyboard?
Yes! It is literally, there's nothing magical about it. It was a black, ugly keyboard case. And it was $300. So the iPad was probably like $1,200 plus the Magic freaking keyboard for $300. So anyways, I bought it, but my intention was when I'm flying, because sometimes I'll work like a 3-hour flight, but I serve cookies, I do my walkthroughs, and then in between all of these things, I can sit down and I have time to write. So that's what I thought my life was going to be like. It turns out that I can't jump in and out of writing a story every 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So that didn't work for me. So now I'm like building my van, but I'm building I'm rebuilding out my van with the intention of a place that I can write, because I am determined to write my book, and it's going to be a romance fantasy. And I've already written the first scene I ever wrote was a sex scene, a romance scene. Sorry, hashtag family channel was a romance scene, and it was so fun. I'm really excited about writing it. I just have to sit and write it, but.
So
you have to focus.
The iPad that I want is $2,000, but it's 1 terabyte of memory, which is a
that's
lot.
Huge. Yeah.
Which I would need, and also it's made for digital creation. So I want to write a children's book as well, but I want to also illustrate it. So in order for me to be able to, I think that came from.
Oh, the air conditioner maybe.
In order for me to be able to illustrate it, this iPad would be with what I would need. but I'm also using Isaac's old camera because mine got broken, and so I have to buy a camera before I can buy the iPad, and the camera is $1,300. So it's like, that's a lot.
It's
a lot.
So, literally, it's so expensive.
And so it's like, I've been trying to save up, but it's like $1,500 for new tires for the van. Maintenance on the van, plane tickets to Texas or gas to Texas. It's like so much, money.
I'm just realizing every time you do a live, I sit on here and I go like this. Every time. You don't even see that. You don't even get to see that.
I think the people that are in the chat see it.
Well, I always do that because I'm like,
but I see
they're
it
gonna
when
see
I
it.
like when we do if Isaac does a live chat.
Yeah.
Or you do a
You're
live
doing
chat.
like this.
If I'm doing that, I can see it on I can see that other people doing it too.
Yeah. Dang, this whole time I always thought like you'd be able to see it. And I'd be like, I'm here. Dang. Okay. Back to the comments that I forgot, or back to what you were saying. Did I cut you off?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I also don't remember. Basically, we were talking about how expensive technology is. So I just ordered a wide-angle lens on Amazon for my camera, and off-brand, and used, because they're literally, the lenses are like $1,000.
I think I paid $600 for my lens on my camera, and then I have two lenses. One was $600 and one was $900, and I've had the $900 one for like 5 years.
But that's part of the reason I wanted to switch to the Sony, which you can't even get a Canon G7X right now. Anyways, I don't know what Canon's doing, but they're like, you can't get them. Or like every influencer, vlogger in the world uses a Canon G7X, so they're sold out all the time. Yeah, I like mine, but the lens is so zoomed in, so I finally bought. Yeah. Someone said Tillamook smells like cows. It is a dairy. Yeah, it's a very dairy-oriented area.
That's where they make all the Tillamook cheese and milk and yogurt.
Candy's Life said, Samantha, you didn't read Jaylena my message. But I'm going to be honest with you, Candy's Life, I went back quite a few and I couldn't see it. So if you re-comment it, I will do my best not to miss it. Let's see. You can name the podcast North by Northwest. It's fitting for both locations. I mean, that's true, but I bet you that already exists.
We already came up with a name that we really like.
We did come up with a cool name. And we also already came up with merch.
Like, multiple.
Yeah. And I actually have another one I designed in my head that I didn't tell you about yet. Yep. Just joined. Good day, Jaylena and Samantha from Sandy in Australia.
We were just talking about going to Australia today.
Yeah, and I was talking about how I used to work at the Saddle Ranch in LA, and there were Australians in there, and they were weirded out because in the United States you have to give your credit card, and the server like goes to a station to run your card, and they were weirded out because they're like, normally you do this like at the table, like in other countries, and then I gave him the wrong card back, and they left with someone else's card. Anyways, I outed myself. Can I get in trouble for that? Is that illegal?
To accidentally give someone the wrong card?
Yeah.
No, I've done it.
Yeah,
I
it's
lost
just a
someone's
part of,
ID
like,
one
bartending.
time. And she was getting married, and this was at her bachelorette party, and she was supposed to fly out of the country. Now that I think about it, though, it's like, first of all, man, you should have had a passport to be able to fly out of the country.
Yeah.
But she was coming at me as if I ruined her wedding. And I literally just had this epiphany of, like, she would have had a passport. Yeah.
Right. Agreed. Yeah.
I didn't see the name, but someone said, when are you going back to Texas? I was really hoping to drive to Texas in October so I could be there for Halloween, which I might just fly. I don't know that I'm going to drive, or I'm going to be able to drive.
I feel like you will be. I think you're nervous, but I think you'll be okay.
There's so many things.
Yeah.
So, wait, first of all, I have to pay $1,500 to get new tires if I want to drive to Texas, on top of everything else.
Wait,
I
I
have.
thought you had new tires. Oh.
So it's like, it's quite a bit of money to fly, but at the same time, it's like I could spend quite a bit more and get new tires instead of buying a plane ticket and having to, like, you know.
But then on the flip side, you have the freedom of having a car when you're there, which is nice.
And I mean, I think Ember would love the trip, but it's like
It's a lot.
being able to, like,
Right.
get new tires, make sure I have gas, take to like mechanic, make sure it's all good to go, and I don't know how much that would cost. So it's like be better to just fly. So I'm hoping to go to Texas in October, but we'll see how it goes.
Right.
That's the goal right now. Is that gonna happen? I don't know. We're all just gonna have to wait and see.
We're just living every day.
I'm a very loose planner.
Yes. Yeah. Very.
It's how I live my life.
Which is good. Oh, someone's doing hearts. Me too. Someone said drive so you can use the van. Yeah, that's nice. Candy's Life said it's all good. I just said hello to both of you.
Hi, Candy's Life.
Oops, I clicked on something. Let's see. Hey there. So good to see you, Samantha. Both looking beautiful as always. Thanks. We tried today. A little bit. Suggestion. You are getting these other things for your future plans. How about getting mic so we can hear you better? A mic for her vlogs, or like right now you're having trouble hearing?
So here's the thing. I spent $300 on good mics.
That's outrageous.
Like the kind that you clip on your shirt so that you can. I think they're the same ones Simple Life Reclaim has. They won't charge. So I'm having to like reach out to Rode and tell them like, I bought these mics. They won't hold the charge. I can't use them. So I'm working on it. It's not.
I'm surprised people can't hear you.
I feel like
I've had that.
I feel like people always say, like, someone always says they can't hear when I'm doing a live chat on my phone.
Oh, is that what is it? That's the live chat.
Yeah, I have a good mic on my actual camera.
Yeah, okay, that's what
It's
I was
the
thinking.
phone, it's live chat.
Oh,
but-
should've tried
Yeah, you could just
Yeah.
plug it into your phone and we could have it right here.
that's somebody, yes. Somebody sent me one because they were like, you should have this. So maybe somebody did say that because they were like, I can't hear you. Here's a microphone. I used it for the first time with my computer to do a voiceover. It was so fun. I felt so professional. But it's like a little TikTok almost. Okay, somebody said something I was going to tell you and I already forgot. Oh, how is your brother doing? Tell me else.
He's doing alright. He had some health issues recently. I won't say too much about it. He's fine. But he wound up going to the hospital to the emergency room and stuff. Nothing crazy. But he's just now he's like trying to get an easier job. That's not so demanding. He works at Amazon right now. And he's doing like where he gets double pay because he's doing all the hours I almost do.
But it's rough.
And I don't think he has great health insurance. So he's trying to get a job with better health insurance.
I don't hear great things about the working conditions at Amazon either.
Yeah. So he's doing all right, but
Someone else had asked about Libra. I think Texas will be the place for you and your beautiful daughter. Family is very important to stay close to. Yes.
yeah, I agree.
Let's see. We got some. We got some Texas fans in the house. Texas.
You kidding?
Oh, you're so smart for drinking water. I love that for you.
Need to
You
hydrate.
must be nice.
Health tips. Follow for more. Drink your water.
Drink water for sure. Drink water, not wine. Or both.
Drink water before wine. And during and after.
Yes. Can we put that on a t-shirt?
Yes.
Drink water before wine and during and after.
That'd be really
Marriage.
funny.
Okay, so people are agreeing that you need a
I'm so sorry that my phone sucks.
Okay, but question, is it the phone noise or like compared, like when the both of us
Is
talk,
it
is
my
she
voice?
just soft spoken? Am I quiet also?
I feel like your voice,
Carries
my,
far. It's
I-
aggressive and obnoxious.
my voice just doesn't. It's definitely quieter. I don't know.
Yeah, it definitely is. Cheryl said, "What van are you building?" I'm doing a van too.
I think it's just something.
I'm building a Chevy Express high top 1500, but it's my same van that I had that I built in COVID, and I ripped it out and I'm redoing it from like I left the ceiling, so I'm doing like the walls down. But it took me like a month because I'm still working. I'm still flying around and working. So it's taken me like a month just to figure out how to do the walls. But now that they're done, I think everything from here on out. The next thing I'm going to do this month is the bed frame. But the issue I'm having is I want to put a twin bed in the back, but if I can't fit comfortably, like just sleeping kind of stretched out, I'm going to have to tear it apart and like redo it. I just won't know if I can fit until I build it and lay on it.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the issue I'm having. So it's taking me so long. But yes, I do want to come out here and build it out here a little bit. Would be so fun.
So everyone's
Also,
like,
Isaac has all the tools.
yes.
Could be very helpful.
I have my own tools. Okay?
Do you?
They suck.
Oh, I was
So
like,
I
do
use Isaac's
you?
tools. I mean, I don't have a table saw. I don't have a chop saw. I don't have a skill, but I do have skills. No, I gave Levi my skill saw.
I have a jigsaw.
I have some Ryobi tools, but they're like Ryobi tools.
Yeah.
They get the job done, but
Okay.
they're not the
And
greatest.
here's the thing. Everybody wants to talk so much smack about Ryobi. Every Ryobi tool I use has worked perfectly fine for me. So I don't understand what all the smack talk is about. I'm like, I've never had an issue.
I've
Maybe
had some certain ones. So like the jigsaw.
my jigsaw's not Ryobi.
Terrible. So the thing is with the jigsaw, with the Ryobi jigsaw, is the plate that's supposed to keep it straight or at
Mhm.
whatever angle you want
Yeah.
moves. So you're like trying to cut this piece of wood straight and it slowly moves. So then you wind up, instead of cutting this way, it starts to go like this. And you're,
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna be honest. I don't think I know how to use tools well enough to notice if my jigsaw's doing that, because what you just described, my non-Ryobi jigsaw, I feel like does the same thing, but it might be user. I assumed it was user error.
It's probably just like old or I don't know.
I don't know either.
Maybe needs to be tightened, but
Maybe.
our Ryobi one is terrible.
But like,
I hate it.
yeah, someone commented on one of my videos and was like, "Oh my God, Ryobi," which I wasn't even using Ryobi. I was like, "That's not even a Ryobi." But then I was like, "Well, what's wrong with Ryobi?"
I mean, I use Ryobi. I use them all the time. They're just not the best.
But they're cheap.
Right.
That's
They're
why.
affordable.
Yes. Yeah.
That's why I have Ryobi.
Yeah. Ryobi. Hashtag Ryobi. You are not cheap. You are affordable. Hashtag sponsor us for our next build, please.
Send me a skill saw and a table saw.
I'll take anything. Honestly.
I mean, I have a lot of Ryobi tools already.
I have like only one or two, but I borrow a lot of my tools from my aunt, and hers are Ryobi. But they get the job done. I haven't had any issues. But to be fair, would I know? Would I know if I was having an issue? No, probably not. So, you know what? I don't know what I'm talking about in life.
I guess like with wood, it's not like it is a big deal because you want your stuff to be straight. But when I'm cutting metal and it's going at an angle instead of straight, that's when it's like dangerous and sketchy, and I'm just like, I don't feel comfortable with this thing moving like that. Like, it needs to be straight.
Is the volume
Well, someone said, like if someone else is watching, their volume is up.
Oh, I was like, is your volume up?
I always make sure my volume's up because, like, it's someone
Weird,
always
they're
has
saying
an
it's
issue.
the AC. It's got to be your phone because I never have an issue with my phone picking up the noise from like the AC or anything because that's really far across the room.
I don't think
This is really across the room is what I was trying to say, but I will point with my empty hand. Lisa said I was ready for bed. Now I need to get my chips and soda. Yes! Get the chips, get the soda.
Paul said, are we doing just an hour or are we going to go longer? I think we're just going to do an hour because I know Samantha is notorious for like 3-hour live chats. But I want to watch a movie.
We are going to watch a movie tonight.
Order some.
Oh, we're going to order Uber. Oh, I got to order the Uber Eats. We got to figure out what we want from life. You want something sweet. I'm not even sure. I'm gonna look, but will be from somewhere vegan probably. Yeah, I figured you'd be okay with that. Yes, peace out, Lisa. Okay. Wait, let's see. If you do start writing your trilogy, you plan to do it on a computer or handwritten. Scooby Snack. I carpal tunnel so bad if I try to write that. My wrist cannot handle. I bought a laptop now, but I bought a laptop because I finally broke the 2015 laptop I was using to edit my videos and stuff on it, and so I finally just was like, I have to buy it. But I bought it on Amazon, and I was able to use Affirm. So now I'm just making monthly payments, and it was literally the same price as my freaking iPad that I hardly ever used. Ugh. But I did write 30,000 words on the iPad. So, like, I didn't not use it. My life changed, and
I literally write all of my stuff on my phone. On my notes.
Yeah, people tell me to do that too.
Because I'm the type of person, like if I'm writing a novel, I would just write down ideas. But like I'm the type of person like almost every single poem in my book that I'm publishing has been it just hits me and I have to write it down or it's gone forever. Like I just have to write it in the moment as it's flowing. I can't just sit down and write. When it comes to poetry.
Abigail said the wine's flowing good. Abigail! How can you tell? It is not. So what someone suggested to me as far as writing was that my birthday is in 8 days. I'm really feeling down about it because I know I will be all alone that day. Candy's Life, if it makes you feel better, I will be all alone on my birthday too. I'm actually the last couple of years, because we've done Descent, I have not been alone. But those are the most exciting birthdays I've basically ever had. This year, I will be in Baltimore, Maryland, on a layover, alone, doing nothing.
Unless your trip gets picked up.
Unless somebody picks up my trip and then I'm gonna stay here.
Let's all do a collective prayer.
Oh my god. Oh my god, you guys, she's gonna guided meditation us into manifestation. Okay, go June.
Alright, everyone.
Wait, they can't hear us? They can't hear us, so speak louder.
Everyone close your eyes. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Now picture Samantha. Her phone goes off. It's an email saying that someone picked up her trip. And she doesn't have to spend her birthday alone. Now picture Samantha with a cake, an ember sitting in her lap, blowing out her candles in Eugene, Oregon.
That's the most beautiful image I could ever see. It's the email going off for
now
me.
Breathe it in as
Manifest,
if you believe it's gonna happen.
There's no question it's happening. Breathe out.
Breathe out that flight that she's not gonna take.
Wait a minute. Do I live here now? Is this my new home? Am I going to meet my husband here tomorrow.
Did our podcast just hit 1 million listeners?
Oh my god, are we really successful podcasters? I think yes. Well, manifesting is great.
So we've been on for an hour. Do we have any last minute comments that we want to read?
Hold on, let me see. People are saying things. Family channel. Comment some of these things on my channel, and I will answer your questions. Celebrate each day, so when your birthday is another day of celebration. Yes. Sam, you could just have Jaylina. Oh, she retracted it. Okay. She must have regretted the comment. Let's see.
Samantha's gonna be here for a couple more days. Like we're only what?
Nothing, I'm just laughing.
I saw that.
Yeah, funny.
Samantha's only gonna be here for a couple more days.
Unless my trip drops, which we all collectively manifested. And how many people are watching? 190. That's 192 people manifesting.
Keep doing it hard.
Hard, please. Hard. Manifest hard.
But if we go live again, after the live chat's over on the actual video, if you guys have any questions or anything that you guys want us to talk about, comment that, and on the next live chat, we'll have stuff to talk about immediately.
Other thing, if you want us to go on a book tour, comment on the actual video, book tour and your city. Also, if you want us to go to the Dave Matthews Band concert tomorrow night in Bend, Oregon, please send us a super chat because we can't afford the tickets on our own.
But we're pretty sure we found our tour buses.
We walked by like 6 fancy tour buses.
Like pre-boast tour buses.
Fancy, okay, and not like rock and roller tour buses. Fancy.
Nice.
And we were like, who's gonna be here? So we Googled who's having a concert in Bend, Oregon today, and the only thing that came up was Dave Matthews Band tomorrow night. Do we only know one song? Yeah.
Does that matter?
No. So anyways.
Samantha's looking for a elder sugar papa.
Yeah. I mean, I'm open about it. I just, family channel, that's all I need to know.
It's a late night wine chat, so
It is a late night wine chat.
I don't think that there's any family watching.
Yeah,
right now.
so basically,
Even that being said, I don't think that that's
the
like,
point is, I might find the love of my
point is,
life
she might
or
be
the
Mrs.
moment.
Matthews.
We just feel like
Tomorrow.
we might need to go to this concert. Is all we're saying. That's all we're saying. She's looking out for me.
I feel like it would be like a real experience though to go see.
You've
Dave
got
Matthews
your
Band.
ball, you've got your chain wrapped around me, wrapped around. That's all I know. Something along those lines. I feel like the demographic that would be at the Dave Matthews Band concert would be fun.
John said, I have seen them
5 times. They have a cult following.
I know.
Yeah.
Like
So,
they're mentioned in movies and all kinds of stuff.
yeah. People love them.
Okay. Any last things that you want to read?
Let's see. Someone said, Sam, I hope you're putting out a video soon. Me too. We're gonna put out pretty much the same video. We took all the same video clips today, so
With slightly different points of view.
maybe I'll voice over. Paul, on my next video, I'm gonna voice over just for you, and I'm gonna talk like this. Voice over. Video just for you. I think that's pretty much it. Jaylina, I've always thought you were so beautiful, by the way. Someone said I'll have to look them up. I've never heard of them. Dave Matthews Band. Love that for you. You must be young. Someone said, what is your channel, please? It's just Samantha R. Olmsted, OLMSTED. I guess I could. Here, let me share it before I go. That might be the smarter thing to do.
You're suggesting to watch them.
Wait, what were they? What were they? We were watching Dave Matthews. We're now super fans of DMB. Okay? DMB is where it's at. How do I share my channel?
I'm gonna share this channel on the live chat.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Paul already got to.
Oh, thanks, Paul. I'm technologically challenged today.
I think we're gonna go
We're gonna order Uber Eats.
and watch a movie.
Yep.
But thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
We
It's been
loved
a
it.
very, very hot minute since I did a live chat. So
Same.
maybe we'll do a twofer in 1 week. I don't know. We'll see.
If you're rewatching this live stream
And
later,
you
this
did this
is
far.
for the future, okay? Because you're all obviously here. For the future people rewatching this, comment your favorite Dave Matthews Band song,
We're creating a playlist.
because we're super fans.
And we're gonna listen to it the whole way back to Eugene. 2 hours.
Yeah, we are. We should finish your true crime podcast that you're listening to.
Have fun.
Dave Matthews Band is a lot more light-hearted for sure.
Very much lighter.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who are curious, I've been listening to, the podcast is called Cold. The first season is about the Susan Powell case. It's a deep dive. I've obviously heard the case many times, not like this. And it's been hard to listen to. I cried a little bit today. It's tough.
She's been telling me all about it.
Yeah.
It is heart-wrenching, for sure. I don't listen to true crime, so she's my podcast, my in-person live podcast. You know what I thought was a good idea for a podcast, which we could just implement this into our,
Where I
like,
tell you
what we
stories
want to
and
do.
you
Yeah,
react. I thought
because
about that too.
I thought when she's doing her true crime podcast, I was like, it would be fun to have somebody, like, I don't listen to true crime. And I was like, it'd be so fun for her to tell me, like, the stuff she's,
Maybe we
researching.
do an episode on my true crime channel where we do that.
We
It's just like a
should.
special video.
Yeah.
Because my next,
And then I react to what you're saying.
but my next case that I'm doing is actually really, really wild, and
Yeah.
I would love to be able to tell it to you. Because like you could be that like you probably never heard it
The shock
before.
factor, yeah.
And it's like I'm on the fence where I don't know if she's guilty or if she's a crazy psychopath.
And I have very strong opinions, and I'm sure I will decide immediately.
I don't know. It's very. I thought I knew, and then I didn't.
Interesting. Ooh, cliffhanger! Subscribe to her true crime podcast channel.
Called Crime Traveler.
Yep. I have the hiccups now.
We're gonna get off here before we never get off here.
Because, well, this is what happens to me. Do you see what happens? And then it'll be like 3 hours later.
Okay, we love you. Thank you for hanging out, and maybe we'll see you again live this week. Until then, I think I have a video coming out tomorrow or the next day, so we'll see you soon.
And
Bye.
if you take pity on me, I will be going live when I'm all alone in Baltimore, Maryland on my birthday. So,
bring your super and your chats.
yes.
Samantha's birthday live chat.
Love you.
Good night.